Welcome back to Thank Channel. Welcome back to my X4 Foundations journey. I'm still new to this vast universe, learning the ropes and figuring out how to trade, explore, and build my space empire. Every episode is a new challenge, and I'm excited to see where this adventure takes us. Let's jump in and see what happens next.
A distress signal. Mission command.
Since the Timeline's mission, we've tried almost every available mission, yet we're stuck waiting for the next stage to unlock. So, it's finally time for us to step into the open universe mode, where countless sectors await. This is our first time playing open universe, and there's a lot to take in, many options and choices about the kind of player you want to become. Let's take some time to read through all the starting scenarios and pick the one that fits best.
At least some of our lost kin. A great rift within our people can now begin to heal. But our systems, once drifting in the dark, now also connect to the Commonwealth. Diplomatic relations must be established with its peoples, old and new. For this task, your Queen calls upon you, her heralds.
The connection that binds us as an interstellar community is fragile, even tenuous. Nothing has. The connection that binds us as an interstellar community is fragile. The connection that binds us as an interstellar community is fragile, even tenuous.
The Vigor Syndicate, you say? Well, of course I can answer a few questions, officer. Protectors of Windfall, they call themselves, and their protection is something that upstanding business people tend to pay good credit for. Nothing in the system
Have I ever told you about the time we went head-to-head with an armada of pirate hunters? Oh yes, things were going all sorts of sideways. Then a second, humongous fleet showed up. In a blinding revelation from the Holy Triangularity itself, one of us had the idea to...
In the aftermath of the escalating tensions between the United Space Command and the Commonwealth, culminating in the destruction of the Taurus Eternal, the people of the solar system welcomed the seclusion the Jumpgate shutdown brought with it. In isolation, they prospered, and soon began to heal, putting the traumatic events of the past behind themselves. After an initial period of instability, the USC government was restructured, and out of the wreckage of the old, the Terran Protectorate was born. Now, having re-established contact with the Gate Network, we, the Protectorate, are the shield valiantly standing between its inhabitants and the Xenon menace.
The mission statement of the Pioneer Initiative was to expand the Terran sphere of influence past Sol's gates. Refugee communities suddenly stranded when the gates were disconnected, along with disenfranchised people born on the outer rim of Sol, were brought together under the banner of expanding into the unknown. At first, it was merely a tool established by the Terran government with the express intent of keeping
The Great Jumpgate shutdown plunged many lesser civilizations into chaos. As fringe families of the Ronkar Patriarchy started losing their sectors, Great Ronkar Tinkent, Patriarch of all Split, ignored his subjects to...
While Patriarch Ronkar failed his subjects, Patriarch Zyarth made a name for himself fighting the Xenon. When the Jumpgate shutdown disconnected the realms, Zyarth the Provident prevented the split families around him from drifting apart. After the gates realigned, Zyarth the Undying had outlived all...
We are Lord Chaplain Olman Kitzlat. As the Pontifexes negotiated to the Two Eyes, we led a sacred mission to dictate the Empire's pleasant will unto them. We commanded the Pontifex's mighty Galleon Trinity, known as Hyperion by the Two Eyes, when it was blind.
In the settlements of the Reach, a peculiar sort of nobility holds sway, one characterized by a rather sedentary nature. Consequently, it's not uncommon for descendants of notable families particularly those lacking immediate inheritance prospects, to seek out adventure and renown elsewhere. Upon their return, laden with treasures and tales from across the cosmos, they're embraced by their families once more, despite...
Even after everything that has struck over the last few decades, the Terran conflict, the Xenon, and the jump gates shut down, the Argon Federation has established itself as a key power in this new jump gate network.
We live in dark times. For centuries, the parent had lived in peace. Strife between us was a relic of the past. So dependent are we on...
The jump gate shutdown is now defined as the single most important event in the history of the network, a disaster of cataclysmic proportion that changed everything, redefining our very way of life. Despite all of the odds, however, we have come through the other side, and along the way have found more to research and explore than ever before. That is the area in which we pride ourselves, the Alliance of the Word, founded on the idea that those disconnected from the Jumpgate network could be saved. We strive to find out more.
After reviewing them all, I decided to start as a Terran cadet. It's the recommended choice for new players and the only one that lets us play as a human. And since I'm human too, it feels like the right fit. My character's name this time is Rebel Hurricane.
Seen Earth, humble origin of our species, up close. Since I was born on a trading vessel in the far orbit around Titan, the core of the solar system remains, according to Protectorate policy, beyond my reach. That is, until I have made a name for myself. Having recently graduated from cadet school, I aim to do just that.
Tell me again why we're stuck with maintenance duty in Mars of all places.
Satellite.
Thankfully, we still have some guidance and objectives. I was a bit worried that we'd be thrown into the void with no instructions, but that's not the case. Let's follow the mission tasks, take them one at a time, and progress step by step.
This one's fine. Go check that satellite over there. I'll just head over this way.
Empty space.
Seriously, we're already 3 months out of cadet school and they still fob us off with housekeeping jobs. We should be out there, with intervention, saving the universe. Missing. Why is it? Mission Command says to just deploy a new one. See? They don't even care. It's as if they're keeping us away from the fight on purpose.
Trained pilots are among the most vital resources of the Terran Protectorate. Terran aces are known to decimate entire squadrons of adversaries through superior maneuvers. You, by contrast, have none of these qualities.
Gee, thanks, Nellie. Diagnostics are taking a tad long on this one. You go on ahead. I'll catch up with you. I guess we're supposed to show off our superior maneuvers to these useless tin cans.
Feedback forwarded.
Typical. Damaged, huh? You'll have to get out of your ship and repair it manually.
Ukri.
Yeah, that one's completely trashed. And it looks like it's been that way for...
13 Earth days, 22 Earth hours, 9...
Damn! Just goes to show that nobody cares about this place.
Satellite.
Critical engine failure in Mars sector. Botany Club. Dead in the void. I repeat.
A distress signal. Mission Command, we have a civilian ship signaling distress from the outskirts of the sector. Apparently they're having some sort of emergency. Engine failure. Permission to investigate.
Mars doesn't do accidents, Cadet. Permission granted. Proceed with caution.
Oh, finally some action. Let's put our maintenance skills to good use for once, eh?
Docking granted.
Now, how did that long-range scan work again?
Ukri. Empty space.
That's it for today. Follow me as we explore this vast universe together. If you enjoy space games or just want to see how this adventure unfolds, stick around. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Let's see where this journey takes us. See you in next video. Thanks you for watching my channel. I hope you enjoy it.
worry, citizens. The cavalry's here.